my channel. My name is Brittany. If you are like me and you are on the internet at all right now, then you know fall decor has started to roll out in all of the stores, or at least that's the word around the streets. Today I have a few errands to run. I have a hair appointment this morning, and I thought afterward I would go check out the new fall decor or the early fall decor that they have out in stores. And of course, I'm gonna bring you along with me. So what do you say? Want to go shopping today?
Before we step out of the house to go shopping, I figured I would share my outfit of the day with you quickly. I just got this really fun new purse from Amazon. I've been wanting a summer handbag like this, and I knew I wouldn't carry it as often as my other handbags, so I just went with an inexpensive one from Amazon. It did not come with the handkerchief. I'll tell you about the handkerchief in just a second, but I thought this one was really cute, especially for the price. I think it's a great size as well. So carrying this for the first time today, the handkerchief on my bag is actually from a Texas company, small business called Hibiscus Linens. This was the handkerchief that she did in honor of the girls at Camp Mystic that tragically passed in the Texas floods. All of the proceeds for this handkerchief go to flood relief, and so I knew I had to get one. I think it's so special, and I just got it in this morning, so I wanted to go ahead and put it on my bag. She is a small business, and I know that she hand makes these, so I'm not sure if she's still selling them, but if she is, I'll have them linked in the description box below if you'd like to get one. And again, all the proceeds do go to Texas flood relief, so I thought that was really, really nice. I am just wearing some pants that are from Farmhouse Market, a local boutique that I talk about all the time. And this top was actually an Amazon find. I just got it. It is so soft and comfortable. It was a great price, and it comes in a bunch of colors, and I really like it for summer. I was very pleasantly surprised. You never know what you're getting with Amazon. It was on sale for $23. I'm not sure if it still is, but it was such a great price. This is so soft, so lightweight. Oh, and the shoes that I have on are these shoes. I've shared these here before. These are also from Amazon. They're just some little linen loafers that were inexpensive from Amazon. I love these things. I have been wearing them nonstop. So wearing them today, they actually have a cushion, so they're very comfortable to wear, especially on a day like today when we're going shopping. Finally, I need to show you my jewelry. All of my jewelry that I have on today is from McGee. I've mentioned them here on my channel before. I discovered them earlier in the year when I was looking for staple pieces, beautiful, high quality jewelry that I could wear every single day. All of my pieces that I have on today are from McGee. My earrings, these little pearl earrings that I literally never take off. This necklace as well, I'm always wearing this. What I love about McGee is that you can layer their pieces and you can really just create different looks with such beautiful, timeless, high quality pieces of jewelry. I always want to feel like I have interesting collected and put together jewelry, and with McGee, I feel like I can do that. I love mixing metals. The watch that I typically wear is a mixed metal watch. I have been loving the pieces that I've had since the springtime, so I decided to add a few more this summer to my stack. Finally got a couple of silver rings to go with my gold ones. I love the stack right now. All of their pieces are made with either 18 karat gold vermeil, 14 karat solid gold, or sterling silver. So they are all made to last. You know you're getting a quality product when you choose any product from McGee. I suggest you check out their website because they have absolutely so many beautiful pieces to choose from. What I am showing you doesn't even scratch the surface of their beautiful jewelry options. I love the fact that no matter what pieces you choose from their site, everything goes together. You can really layer it and make it your own. It becomes unique to you. I have to show restraint every time I order. I just want to get absolutely everything, but I'm trying to slowly build my jewelry collection. So one season at a time. I definitely suggest you checking out their summer collection to this season. It is absolutely beautiful. These two bracelets are part of that collection. Oh, it's a lovely collection. So big thank you to McGee for sponsoring today's video. I will leave a link in the description box below for them. I'll also put a QR code right here on the screen for easy shopping. Thank you for letting me share them here quickly with you today. Grabbing my purse, and we are gonna head out because we've got a lot of shopping to do. So let's do it. Okay, I am home from shopping, got my hair done, got my nails done. I'm feeling like a new person, and I'm gonna show you quickly what I picked up. I specifically wanted to see the Hearth and Hand and the Studio McGee fall collections in Target today. You probably can't tell from the shopping footage, but I actually ended up going to 2 different Targets because the first Target I went to, the Hearth and Hand collection, was pretty low. They only had a few pieces out. I didn't even film that section. And I thought, you know what? I'm out, I'm about. We're doing this, I'm filming it for you. I'll just quickly run over to the other Target as well. The Studio McGee collections at both stores were pretty full. They actually had a really good selection. I would say they didn't have every single piece, but that's to be expected. They did have a great selection. And then at the second Target that I went to, the Hearth and Hand had a great selection. A lot of the pieces that I had seen online that I was looking forward to seeing in person were there, and I did pick up quite a bit of goodies. So I'm gonna show you what I grabbed, and then I figured after that we'll talk about the collections. I'll let you know my thoughts on both, and I'll let you know what my impressions were after seeing some of the pieces in person versus online, and what pieces I think are actually worth grabbing this year. So let's get into it. One of the first things that I grabbed, and this was actually at the Target that did not have hardly any Magnolia, well, Hearth and Hand. I always call it Magnolia, but I know it's Hearth and Hand for Target. To me, it's Magnolia. Anyway, one of the things they did have at that Target was this incredible vase, which I had seen online. I knew it was oversized just from the description online, but I have to tell you, in person, this was better than I expected. I could see this vase being a statement piece in your home all year long. If you pick this up, you can use it on an entry table. It would be beautiful as a centerpiece on a kitchen island. A great piece for the price. I believe it was $44, $45. I'll put all the prices on the screen so that you know what everything costs, but I really love this piece. This was one of the pieces that I was hoping to get, and I did. So it did not disappoint. I also decided to get these cloches. Is the plural of cloche cloches? Anyway, I decided to grab these from the Hearth and Hand collection after I saw them in person. I'd seen them online, I kind of just dismissed them, but once I saw them in person and the quality, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna grab these. These are beautiful pieces that I could use in so many different ways throughout my home. I was thinking about the kitchen. I was even thinking about using this for Halloween decor this year. I have a good idea to use a cloche, so I don't know the exact size. This is the smaller size. This is the larger one. I did end up getting one of each once I saw these in person. They're really pretty. I actually really loved almost every single tapered candle holder that Hearth and Hand had this season, but I ended up just picking these up in another set I'll show you in just a bit. But I got these because I actually have a set of 2 bronze tapered candle holders from Magnolia Home, the website, not Target, that these will match perfectly with. I also decided to pick up this set of 3 candle holders that they have. They have a marble base. Let me tell you, if you didn't know already, marble is trending. It is very trending this season, apparently. There were so many marble pieces in the Studio McGee collection. I thought they were beautiful. I love marble. I love natural stone. I really didn't pick up anything that was marble other than this, just because, well, for a couple of reasons. I have a lot of pieces already in my decor collection that are marble, natural stone, and also they are so heavy. So to move those pieces around or to have a lot of them in your decor, they're beautiful, but they are heavy. But they're beautiful, so if you're looking for something like that, Studio McGee has got you this year. But Magnolia did these with this beautiful base. Let me take one out so you can see it. I took one out of there so you could see the base, give you a better look at them. This set has 3 different sizes in it, and they go really well with this set also. So I think I'll get a lot of use out of these. A lot of the pieces that I picked up from Hearth and Hand were gold pieces. I really like this piece as well. This is a 3-tier contraption with 3 serving bowls, and I thought this would be really nice, very versatile to style, especially entertaining this fall and holiday season. So I grabbed it because I liked it. I think it's pretty. I also ended up grabbing this little table lamp. I think this is so precious. I love this lamp. It's a rechargeable lamp. I think this would be so cute on a bistro table. I don't have a bistro table, but I have plenty of little tables that I can set this on. And I love a rechargeable lamp because you can literally pick these up and take them with you. You can move them all over the house. Oh wait, I do have a bistro table. I have the one on the back patio. This would be so cute out there for fall dinners on the patio when it finally cools down, because it's literally 2,000 degrees here. But one day soon, I will be able to sit out there with my little lamp and eat my dinner. One day soon. Another thing I saw in stores that I decided to grab that I don't think I filmed for some reason. I don't know why I didn't film these, but these are little place card holders. Look how pretty these are. I think these would be really great for Thanksgiving. I'm not hosting Thanksgiving this year, but I love to do a fall table setup. I do like to host a small fall dinner party gathering, so these would be amazing for Thanksgiving. If you're hosting this year, these are so pretty. When I was in stores earlier, I showed you some of the Hearth and Hand mugs, but I did not, for some reason, show you the Hearth and Hand espresso and saucer sets. I actually grabbed these. They came in 2 different colors. They're so incredibly pretty. There's this brown and then this kind of taupe, right? I would call that taupe. I got a set of 2 of each because I just think they're so pretty, and they're going to be a great addition to my fall coffee bar this year, I think. I'm going to really enjoy these. The color palette that she chose to do for the fall, especially with the dinnerware, was just spot on to me. Really, really beautiful color palette. We all know that when it comes to candles and throw pillows, I don't need any more. I don't need any more. I am proud to say I did not buy a single throw pillow or a single throw blanket, but I did buy a candle. I did buy 1 candle. I bought this magnolia candle. It's in salted honey. I have several salted honey candles from them. All of her scents are really nice, but the salted honey is probably my favorite, and I just couldn't pass up this vessel. You can always reuse these vessels. You don't have to use them for candles. You can repurpose them in your decor, which is what I like to do. However, I have to say that this was also $44. I remember getting up to the checkout, and this and that giant vase were the same price, which was a little surprising, but I mean, it's a big candle, so surprised, but also not surprised. The last thing that I bought from the fall Hearth and Hand collection was very random, but it made sense to me. I got this wooden and brass twine holder. I feel like this is very useful. I'm always using twine for things, and this is just such a prettier way to house it and display it. So I went ahead and bought it because, you know, sometimes it's just the little things like this that just really make you the happiest when you look at them. I'm probably going to put it in the kitchen. What surprised me the most about this shopping trip once I was done was that I only ended up buying 1 thing from the Studio McGee collection, and that surprised me because I thought it was so beautiful. There were a ton of pieces in stores that I thought were gorgeous pieces, great quality. The textures and the fabrics that she used on the throw pillows and the blankets were really, really beautiful. I also thought that her greenery and her faux stems were the prettiest in stores. Studio McGee had the best fall wreaths, also in my opinion, in store. However, I just didn't feel like there were a lot of pieces that I needed to add to my personal collection this year. They just weren't things I was either looking for or they were similar to something I already had. So didn't grab a lot, but I did end up grabbing these candles. They also come in green. I feel like these are designer dupes for some other very pricey candles, and these were a great price. You just can't beat it. $15 for a set of 4 candles that would look so stunning on a Thanksgiving table. I really, really liked these. So this is what I grabbed from Studio McGee. And last, not least, but also not decor related, I did pick up this vinyl. It is just a compilation of some really great classic artists like Norah Jones, Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Etta James, Louis Armstrong, Billie Holiday. Yeah. Oh, it is with Hearth and Hand. I didn't realize. Okay, just kidding. This is also part of the Hearth and Hand collection. They have a beautiful record player in the collection this season, and they also have some accessories. They have a wooden and brass vinyl record wall holder and one for the counter. So I guess they collaborated and made a record as well. I grabbed it because I have a record player and I really like all of the artists that are in here, so I'm gonna be spinning this for the fall season. I know these collections are considered the fall collections, but really what's great about both Hearth and Hand and Studio McGee is that they put out pieces in their seasonal collections that can really be used throughout the seasons in your home all the time. So that's why I like to check them out. Typically when I shop these seasonal collections at Target, I end up using some of those pieces all year long in my home. I think a lot of these pieces are very versatile. They are evergreen pieces. They're not necessarily fall. So they're going to look beautiful in your home this season and in seasons to come. Okay, now that I've showed you everything that I picked up, I thought I would chat with you quickly about the collections, give you my thoughts on some of the other pieces, what I loved, what I think is worth getting, what I think is maybe something that you could pass on or find either somewhere else for a better quality or a better price. all that stuff. First, I want to talk about the overall impression of both collections. I thought the color palettes in both collections, while very similar, were different in person, and they were also very beautifully curated. Hearth and Hand was very nostalgic. Actually, they were both very nostalgic. At one point when I was looking at the Hearth and Hand, I thought to myself, a lot of these pieces look like pieces you would find in your grandpa's house in the 70s. I know that sounds probably weird, and it's actually a compliment. They were just pieces that were very grandpa to me. And then when I got to the Studio McGee, I kind of thought the opposite. I thought a lot of these pieces were very grandma's house. I think my grandparents were fabulous and had fabulous homes. A lot of these pieces were very reminiscent of days of old. And I'll explain the reason I thought Magnolia was very reminiscent of like something you'd see at grandpa's house is just the tones, the colors, and the textures and the patterns. There was a lot of plaid, a lot of olive green, and just mustard yellow, things like that. What I equate to like my grandfather's old den. I don't know. If anybody does nostalgia well, it is Hearth and Hand. It's Magnolia Home. So they did a great job with this collection. I thought it was beautiful. One thing that I loved overall for both collections were the throw pillows. Studio McGee had some of the prettiest, high quality throw pillows that I have seen thus far for fall, whether I've been looking online or in person. They were beautiful and definitely worth the buy if that's something that you're looking for. I would check those Studio McGee pillows quickly. I like them a little bit better than the Magnolia Home. However, they did have good quality pillows. One thing I thought was interesting was the throw blanket situation. After seeing all the throw blankets in person, I saw a lot of them online prior to going. I wasn't that impressed. I have this beautiful Studio McGee throw blanket that's a couple of years old from a fall collection. Maybe it was either 2022 or 2023. I can't remember. It is one of the best blankets I've ever purchased. I pull it out every fall and it's just great quality. I didn't really see an equivalent this year. Usually they have something that's comparable every fall season when it comes around, and I felt like their throw blankets this year were a little lighter. The colors were really pretty, the patterns were really great, but they were not those thick, hardy throw blankets. They were a little smaller and more light than I expected. I actually made collages of both collections of the pieces that I think are worth buying, and I did put the throw blankets and the pillows that I like the most from those collections, the ones that I would suggest. When it came to throw blankets, I wasn't that impressed with what I saw in the stores. One thing that I was extremely impressed with from both collections were the lamp selections. I do not need any more lamps. I really don't, other than this tiny one that I bought, but I was so tempted by both the brown wooden, very Western style lamp from Studio McGee and also that big, beautiful black base lamp from Hearth and Hand. They're oversized. They're just really good lamps. You can't go wrong with any of the lamps that they put out. Another thing that I always look forward to seeing, whether it be Studio McGee or Hearth and Hand, are the framed wall art pieces that they come out with for the seasons. And I can say that online, I actually liked a lot of the pieces better than in person. There were a few pieces in person that I thought, yes, this is what I expected it to be after seeing it online. I would buy it, but there were a lot of pieces that I was a little disappointed by. So definitely check the sizing. If you're going to just purchase online and you're not going to go in stores and shop, check the sizing of their wall art before you buy, because a lot of the canvases I thought were larger than they actually are in person, especially the Hearth and Hand ones. They're a lot smaller than they look online. They give the dimensions online, so it's not like you don't know, but they just, I don't know. They didn't look like I expected, but the quality was good. I know I mentioned the greenery earlier, but I actually didn't pick up any of the greenery this year, which is pretty surprising because I usually either cannot resist a piece of garland from Hearth and Hand or a wreath from Studio McGee. I usually find a reason to buy one or the other, and I wasn't that impressed with the greenery and the faux stems this season. They're all pretty, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with them, but there was nothing that just jumped out at me and said, I have to go home with you. If I were to purchase any of the faux greenery pieces from either collection, it would be this wreath by Studio McGee. This is the one that I thought was the most beautiful, and I really love the ribbon on it. I don't personally need a new fall wreath, and I do prefer the Balsam Hill wreaths over these. They're more substantial. The quality is better in my opinion than something like this, but also, you know, those are investments and these are a little more cost friendly. So it just depends on your budget. I want to do a couple of honorable mentions because one thing that Hearth and Hand does really well every single season are just little, I don't know, bits and bobs, tchotchkes, little things, inanimate objects that are so unnecessarily necessary. I don't know. They just do some really cool pieces each and every season, one of which is always a Bluetooth speaker. They do these retro Bluetooth speakers almost, I think, every time they come out with a collection. I have one of theirs from a season past. I don't know. It's pretty old, but I have one, so I really didn't need another one, but I thought this one was really pretty, so I wanted to share it with you. I also thought this kitchen clock and timer, this would be really cool to have in your kitchen. So wanted to mention that. That's something I would definitely buy. So overall, what do I recommend purchasing from these collections? I think any of their brass pieces, both collections had beautiful brass pieces that were all great quality in person. I would go with that if that's something you're looking for. I also think some of the vases from both collections, they had great vase options this season. And I feel like it's something they haven't, it's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. So great vases, great pottery, Magnolia's dinnerware and kitchen stoneware collection, also top notch. Again, any lamp, the lamps were great. Show-stopping pieces. Those are pieces, if you buy them and put them in your home, people are going to say, where'd you get that lamp? They look designer. If I was going to skip something, I would probably skip the throw blankets. I think you could find better options. If I was going to buy a throw pillow, I would definitely do Studio McGee. I think both collections have great candles. If you're looking for a nice candle, they very much so give that anthropology vibe, but not for the anthropology price. Hearth and Hand actually have flameless tapered candles now too. I think I showed them in the video. Those were really cool. One thing I may still buy from the Hearth and Hand collection that I didn't see in store, but I saw online, were these metal decorative boxes. I thought these were really cool. I'll put a picture on the screen. I kind of want them. I don't need them, but I want them. So that is it. That is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, shopping with me, hanging out and chatting decor with me. I will be back very soon in the next one. I actually plan to venture out again and go look at Halloween decor in stores. I want to go to Home Goods. I have been seeing it all over Instagram. The Home Goods are full of Halloween and I want to go check it out. I also love to check out Halloween at Kirkland's every year and the at-home stores. So I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But whenever I do it, I'm going to film it and of course share it here with you and share a haul. I've already ordered a couple of things for Halloween and they're here. So I'll show you those things as well. So we'll do a Halloween shopping video soon too. And of course, more fall shopping to come. I'm gonna wait until there is more fall out in stores. So maybe mid-August, we'll go back and check things out and see what else they have in other stores for fall decor, because I feel like locally for me, there's not a lot of fall. I think there's probably a lot of Halloween out right now, but there's not a lot of fall. So we will go shopping for more fall decor very soon in the near future, in the next coming weeks. I feel like the end of the year always flies by, but it truly is my favorite time to spend here on YouTube with you because we have so much fun and there's just so much to come and to do this season here on my channel. And I hope that you will be here with me to do it and join me. So anyway, I will see you again very soon in the next video. Until I do, take care and happy decorating.